Oh,
What's going on, everybody?
we are Embrace the Globe 21.
Yes, we are.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Daniel.
And look, y'all have come out in droves for a lot of our AFL, Aussie Rules football reactions, just discovering it all. And admittedly, on this channel, a lot of them have been recycled from Embrace the Suck 21 because they didn't get the love that they deserved over there.
Yep.
But now we have gotten the ball rolling again, pun totally intended, about this sport. And I figure this might be a good conversation piece about this sport. Rivals, the wild world of Aussie Rules football from Vice. And let's just reignite that conversation.
Let's do it. It's nice to be able to hone in. And it's nice that we brought that over and then spark the conversation once again, like you said. It's good to keep it fresh.
Right.
Because I need to get back into it. Because I remember when we watched it, man, that's intense.
I described it as 4 sports in one. There's elements of rugby, American football,
basketball. Bounce it, right?
Basketball, and what the rest of the world calls football, soccer, blah, blah. Anyway, enough talk. You ready?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Could you explain how Aussie Rules football works to someone who's never seen it before in 60 seconds?
Yes. The 2 tallest men are in the middle of the ground. It's their job to hit it to the smallest man of the ground. It's their job to kick the ball to the goals where they're kicking, okay? And when that's done, it's the job of the people down there in front of the goals to kick a fucking goal. Our game's not chess, it's not scientific, it's not rocket science, it's a game of fucking football. It's easy. Come on.
That was less than 60 seconds.
I like that.
Amen. That's
the way it needs to be explained. Just, hey, you don't need, okay, I get it. Every sport has this. Give me the concept. Elevator pitch the sport to me. Yeah. That was it. That was the elevator pitch I needed.
That was the elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Australian rules football. Footy. Whatever you call it, it's the game that defines a nation. And within it, one rivalry defines the game. The Collingwood Magpies and the Carlton Blues have 2 things in common. A legacy of winning and an unending hatred for one another. If Australia was a country founded for criminals, it's only fitting that a sport as violent and chaotic as this is one place where Aussies today come together.
Ooh,
man.
All right, so we got us a big old rivalry here.
Hey, I'm here for it, man.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna rile people up.
These are the best kind of videos, man.
Yeah. People already typing stuff in the comments.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Melbourne.
I'm inside the massive Melbourne cricket grounds where right now it's very quiet except for the birds that you can hear flying around. But in a few days, this is going to be the site of the greatest rivalry in the history of Australian rules football, Collingwood versus Carlton.
To the untrained eye, it seems like Australia's greatest pastime would be more accurately called Aussie no-rules football. With so much happening on the field at once, it's hard to even know where to look. Players don't wear helmets or pads. They can be tackled from any direction, and with no offside rule, they run nearly a marathon every game.
Wow.
They can run, kick, or hand the ball off. If a ball's kicked to a player and he catches it on the fly, it's known as a mark, and then he gets a free kick. Goals are scored by kicking the ball through the goal post. The smaller outside posts earn teams 1 point, while the taller inside posts earn 6. Most of the world has never even heard of Aussie rules football, but Australians are perfectly happy to have a sport to call their own.
Hey, how are you?
Man, this could be the next big global sport here. Like Premier League and like European football in general had its time, like big in the United States in the past 10 years. I think Aussie rules football is the next one.
I feel like this will thrive in the US once our healthcare thrives.
Yeah. Once we don't have to have big old helmets and pads on and having to stop every 2 minutes for ad break.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, oh my God, could you imagine the medical bills after this? That would bankrupt any team.
Yeah.
So maybe this is only indicative to countries that have really good healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can play this sport because, man, but yeah, this is something that's so appealing. This is like as close to like gladiatorial combat as you can get.
Yeah. It's giving me vibes of. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll reserve that judgment until later on.
Yeah.
How are you? I'm Sal.
There's nothing more Australian than AFL footy. You can be anywhere in the world and you can walk into a pub and Aussie rules are on. People identify that with Australia. Oh, that's that mad game they play down under. When the fixture comes out pre-season, the first thing you do is check to see when we're playing Carlton.
That's the most important thing.
Oh, absolutely. And come Saturday, the majority of Collingwood people will be nervous wrecks. This is how important it is to beat these bastards. This is Collingwood, and you're not. There's nothing better, because they hate it, and you know they hate it.
Yeah.
We don't want you to love us or feel sorry for us. Fucking hate us, because that's what we want. Yes.
All right.
So you got 1 point?
1 point.
There you go.
One
You're
point.
on the board. It's a bit more like it.
Beautiful. Where'd you grow up?
Dallas, Texas.
You grew up in Dallas, Texas. You realize that you have like a...
Okay. So a few people have been saying that this American dude came over and played Aussie rules. So here we are.
Is he the only one? And let me know in the comments because we've heard his name thrown out before.
Yeah,
Mason Cox.
Forward for Collingwood. I'm trying to get the name of these teams. Collingwood and Carlton.
Yeah.
Carlton or whatever it is. Well, it'll come back.
Oh man. Okay. Oh man. Okay, let's do it.
You have like a partially very strong Australian accent now.
I'm starting to get it, yeah. It's just horrible.
I hear
I'm
it.
listening to you talk, and like 1 minute you're like, I hear Texas, and next thing you know, I'm like, this guy's
Straight Aussie.
Just 2 years ago, Mason Cox was a walk-on for Oklahoma State's basketball team. And with no plans to play professionally, Cox was content to put his degree to use as an engineer for ExxonMobil. But after being contacted by an AFL recruiter who scouted him during the NCAA tournament, Cox became just the second American to compete in the AFL.
Cox is the target! Oh, the young American!
At the time, I was like, what the hell is this? I'd never even heard of it, and had to do a bit of YouTube searching and whatnot. Going halfway around the world to go travel and play a sport you never heard of and just, take the risk. Like, that opportunity's not gonna come across your desk every day.
It takes a special breed to throw down on the footy field. After all, it's a game that refuses to stop for injuries and doesn't believe in ejections.
Ooh.
You have to be at least a little nuts.
Damn.
I can't imagine what those hits feel like, and the you deciding to die for a ball can mean like, what's the worst kind of injuries that you guys have dealt with?
I had a dislocated shoulder the first minute of the first game last year.
Forward, Thomas slaps it forward, held without it. That's not looking good at all.
First minute, first game.
Yeah. 40 seconds in.
Sweet.
I've had about 10 ops.
10 operations?
Yeah.
On one shoulder?
Nah, so I've had 5 on that.
You see the shoulder joint just pops out.
Oh my God.
Big bone.
See it.
Oh, it's his own man.
Friendly fire. It's the swinging arm of Carrazza.
3 knees, a hip.
Those two, it should be pressed here, but
Yo!
Broke my jaw up here, so.
Oh, I saw that one.
Saw that one?
Yeah, that's the one where you
Armfield and worked him hard. And
that looked like it was fucked.
Dude, y'all are just on another level here.
The only thing they're leaving on the sidelines is their brass knuckles and chains and bats. Like, this is just a legit brawl.
Yeah,
like,
this is fucking war, man.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, dude.
The devotion Barrackers feel for their clubs is exceeded only by their hatred for those that betray them. So in 2013, when Collingwood midfielder Dale Thomas traded in his black and whites for Carlton Blues, the fans were far from forgiving.
Yeah, there's no hiding away from that, but sort of I think the first couple of times that I played them, I let that sort of drive me as a motivating factor. I think realistically we'll see just a fierce, competitive game.
That tunnel walk, where half the supporters love you and the other half probably not so much in that game, in that day. What does that do to you?
I walk out, I'll have the chest pumped up. It's sort of hard not to in front of 90,000 people when you walk up the race, and it goes from sort of dark to light at the MCG. And so, probably the only time throughout the game where you get to look around and take it all in. So it won't just be me getting booed, it'll be the whole team, and it's sort of, right, it's on, it's us against them. Let's get at it.
A little extra love.
Damn, that's tough going from a rival team to the other rival team.
Yeah.
It would be comparable to, like, in NFL if a Lamar Jackson was with the Ravens and then went to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Or if any in Scottish football, the old firm, if anybody went from playing for Celtic to playing for the Rangers. That's just, you don't do that.
Yeah, man. There's no honor at that point.
No, hell no.
I would say that will never happen over there. Over here, that happens all the time because it's driven by money, not pride or honor. So
yeah, I mean, except for this case where it happens.
Well, except for this one. Oh, I do not envy him. I do not envy him. He is probably the first one in that tunnel and the first one to get out of that stadium.
I wouldn't be surprised. Or at least he has, like, bubble wrap around him.
Yeah, man.
"124 years to the day that Collingwood and Carlton first squared off, an insane crowd has gathered, ready to bring hell."
Cruiser and Grundy get to work straight away. Clear, taken high by Walker. Put him up. Best of the Moxley under pressure. Armfield arrives. Curnow there as well. Blues might get out or not.
Ran into by Gibbs, side bottom. Normally finishes it off. This time he'll give it off. A chance into an open goal.
Jaffa in his cheer squad. Hold on.
I thought side bottom was going to finish himself then.
It made up. Back to Thomas. So that is terrific. Outside 50. Wobbles one towards the hot spot. That was too easy. Murphy just waiting.
Just like that, Carlton puts another 6 on the board.
Carlton!
Oh, shut up, you dickheads!
Gibbs, Maynard, got him, stopped him in his tracks, and then crisp over the line, right outside 50, pops it up, and he can really savor this one.
Oh, they're blowing the shit out of Booing the shit out of Dale Thomas.
Damn.
And Daisy, against his old side, the Blues lead by 20 points.
Both Collingwood and Carlton sit at the bottom rung of this year's ladder.
Oh.
But you wouldn't know it by looking in the stands. Because the only thing that matters to these Barrackers is beating the hell out of their mortal enemies. And if they don't, the agony of defeat stings that much worse.
So in many ways, a history-making afternoon for the Blues. They're going to beat the old enemy Collingwood for the first time since round 15, 2012, and they get 3 in a row for the first time since 2013 in the process. Carlton by 15 points over Collingwood.
They are absolutely savage in victory on the Carlton side with the chant, "We hate Collingwood, we hate Collingwood."
We all love to win, don't we? I mean, no one wants to lose. When we lose at Collingwood, we feel it. We really feel it. I think when you lose, it's important to get on board and support more, because out there, they hate us. Well, fuck you.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was brilliant.
That's what you want.
Yeah. Let's do some more gameplay. Let it play out. All right, there we go.
Man.
That's what I'm talking about there.
Listen, show me a sport worth watching. Well, you introduced me to the most savage rivals, the rivalry, the derbies, stuff like that. Show me that, and I'll get into it.
I don't know if it's called Derby here, bro.
It's not, but I'm just trying to say, show me that, the rivalries, the matchups, what the enemies,
the teams that make for the most intense rivalries. I think we found our first one. Carlton and Collingsworth. Is that
Collingwood?
Collingwood. I'm trying so hard to remember it because I try and remember it and then it goes out. That's how my mind works.
That's how our minds have to work, unfortunately.
Have to say it to us multiple times. Collingwood v. Carlton.
Man.
Anyway,
all right,
y'all put in the comments more AFL, Aussie rules, rivalries, and individual games and all of that stuff, because if you've been rocking with us for a while over on ETS, we've done a deep dive on soccer over there. We can call it soccer over here, and we're primed to do the same thing with AFL. Aussie.
We're here if you're here for it.
Yeah, that's the main point. Show up, show pride in your team.
Because honestly, how am I going to get hyped on discovering something if no one else gets hyped? So
that's it. That's what we're saying.
Yep.
Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. After all of that, consider subscribing and watching another video. Wash your hands, scrub your toes, wipe your butt, blow your nose, embrace the globe.
Unplug and go on an adventure.
See y'all in the next one.
Later.
Fellas, we could be that mistake. Let's do this.